Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Enlightened Normal Dudes. I'm Sean.
And I am Corey. Happy to be here.
Hey, hey, we're showing some gratitude for the people that have tuned into our last 2
Putting a
episodes.
good vibe out there in the universe. Check it out.
I'm just glad you're wearing sleeves this time.
I figured.
People
Have
were
to.
getting tired of seeing, the
Well,
guns.
yeah. Got to be careful with the gun show. There's
Yeah,
a loophole there.
you are married, so we don't want anyone out there, putting inappropriate stuff on comments.
Seriously.
Speaking of comments, we didn't get a whole lot of comments on the last one. You guys scared? I'm just saying, you roast us, we'll hit you right back.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
And for everyone else out there as well, I know that some people wanted to listen to this audio wise, having some issues there, trying to get it figured out. Hopefully this week I'll be able to get it back up and running. But for now, we only have the video, which isn't bad though. A lot to look at here.
Yeah, I mean, there's two pretty faces that you can watch right now.
Mhm.
I mean, Corey does have the Harley Davidson beard.
You think that's what it is?
Well, that's what it was. The comment said you had the Harley and I have the Vespa.
You know what I need to start doing is on a weekly basis come up with, like, a new theme. Like, I need to have, like, a Viking week and then a Harley week.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Sparrow week.
Yep. Pirate
Yeah.
week, yep. Yep.
Pirate week.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll step my game up.
Step your game up. I mean, I'll wear something other than a black t-shirt, I guess.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe, soon we'll get some gear with the logo on it, you know?
Oh, that'd be cool. Maybe
I
we
gotta
can
hook up.
maybe we can get some swag out there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. Get us going. Get some promotions going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's
Well,
on the agenda for today?
we're talking about gratitude, spirituality, and Dr. K. And
Alrighty.
I'm not talking about Special K, the cereal. I'm talking about Dr. K.
So you wanna start off with some, deep breathing to encourage a good positive mindset?
Yeah, but first, I want to thank everybody that has been watching and subscribed and liked, comment. We are truly grateful for the community that we're building right now. And I just want to show some gratitude. That's going to be part of the theme of this episode is gratitude.
100%. And if you enjoy the conversations that we have and have any ideas for future conversations, want to take part in those conversations, or, again, just enjoy it, please share with other people and, try to help us build a little community of people just trying to come together and analyze things in a sane manner and try to,
One thing that
keep it real.
has been requested actually several times offline was having a live version of this,
That'd be
and
dope. We could do that,
I'm not entirely sure that's the safest thing, but you know what? You asked for it, and it's probably coming sooner than later.
which is what he said.
Yep, he did say that.
All right. So some deep breathing to start out.
All right, go for it.
Ron, where are you? I'm in a glass case of emotion.
All righty. So,
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Dr. K is a Harvard psychiatrist. I would encourage people to look him up. A really cool dude. I don't know his descent. I believe he is from the Middle East, but it's cool because he's very, very knowledgeable, not only in psychiatry, but in religion. So he will incorporate a lot of not only Eastern medicine, but Eastern religious teachings, whether it's Hindu, Buddhism, but he's also very knowledgeable about other religions. But he's done a lot of research on the things that religions and or spirituality have in common in terms of trying to promote a positive mindset. So whether you're Christian and you get together and you have routines that you do with your friends and family that keep you in a positive mindset, or you're just spiritual and you like to get out and hug the trees or touch the grass, or if you are into Eastern medicine and you like to meditate, and a lot of people incorporate all these things.
All right, well,
But yeah,
you know my opinion on it. I think that your mindset is actually what shapes your reality. I actually wrote an audiobook on that. I know
I
that
hadn't heard
you've
that. I hadn't heard that.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, all right.
I
Yeah, I
sent
did.
it
I
I
did.
sent it to you. It's all
No, you did.
it's called the
Hold
it's
for
called the
applause.
it's called The Architect of Reality: How Your Thoughts Shape Your World.
Yes.
Shape your reality. Uh
We'll have to put
it
a maybe we should put a link to it in the
we should
YouTube.
put a
Maybe we should
link
put it out
to it.
there.
Oh my
And
gosh, that
now's a
would
good
be
time to
pretty
get it out
awesome.
there.
Um but yes, I mean, firm believer on you make your own reality. How you think is how you make your own reality, and I think that's where Dr. K is also coming into this. I was fortunate enough today to watch a few episodes, and the majority of the ones that I was watching are about psychedelics.
Which, hey, nothing wrong there.
No, nothing wrong there. Never tried them, but
Yeah.
they sound like a good time.
Yeah, yeah, and, again, yeah, we're not gonna be promoting psychedelics. However, from a research standpoint, there is a ton that is pointing to them as something that can be really, really helpful, so who knows? Maybe in the future, they'll come out with a little bit more stuff that's widely available and safe, but the big thing is that it's known to break down the concept of ego. So, a lot of the stuff that he'll talk about and his use of psychedelics with patients
It's
is
called
that,
disassociation.
hey, cool, big words. All
Yep.
right. But yeah, so the idea that it breaks down the self barrier and all of a sudden you kind of look around and as silly as it sounds, you're just like, oh wow, like I need other living things. We're all connected. And they say that it can be, I mean, just life changing in terms of like that realization because it stays with you.
Yeah, the pathways in the brain are actually already there. What they do is actually um connect the dots per
Yeah.
se,
Yeah.
and opens up the pathways. And another fact is you can actually do the same job by meditation.
Right.
It unlocks the same pathways
Right, and prayer. I mean,
in
they've
prayer.
shown this all.
Exactly.
So what's interesting, and that's what Dr. K gets into, is that as long as you are pursuing, and this is what, our whole deal is, right? Enlightened Normal Dudes is we want to promote positivity and keep people well and talking to one another. But the whole idea is that all of these things, if you're using them in the right way and trying to be positive and encourage a positive mindset, they actually unlock the same pathways. And so I believe in our last episode, when we were talking about religion, I said one of my problems is when it starts thinking that it is the only thing that has the answer. As long as you have people in your life that are pursuing that positive mindset, positive well-being, whether it be through things like meditation or a religion like Buddhism, Hinduism, or you go over to Christianity,
Mhm.
or even if you're an atheist, but you employ some of these techniques and you're a positive person that wants to encourage positivity, collaboration, and living in peace, it's all good. And that's what we really need to be focused on is
No,
people
it's
being
exactly.
well and positive and being there for one another, regardless of what their belief system might be.
No, a cohesive community.
Yes.
Just be good to one another and um, respect each other's opinion.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I got some feedback on our last episode. And my stepmom said that I'm always like touching my face. My dad relayed that message to me. So now I've got my hands together under the desk, very mindful of it. But it's like I have ants in my pants and I can't do this. I can't stop
Okay,
myself.
squirrel.
I know. I know. It's just funny because I'm just like totally aware of it and I'm just like,
But speaking of mindset, I had a conversation with someone the other day, and um, basically it was. I'm not gonna really say the scenario.
was it sexual in nature?
No, actually, it was the least amount of sexual in nature that you could ever be.
Scared
Um,
to even ask.
so basically, compliance had asked somebody, why were you doing something? And this person got super fired up, and I'm like, why do you always take things so personal? It's not a personal thing. They're just doing their job. The algorithm said, hey, all you have to say is I was in that. I was doing what I was doing for a legitimate cause. That's it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's it. Like why be mad about it? Well, they're picking on me. No, they're not picking on you.
yeah,
The algorithm said, "Hey, there's a problem here, and we need to find out what's going on."
sure.
Like in the background. I know we're off topic a little bit, but it's
Not
still
really, because I think this still segues into positive mindset, right? So
no,
sometimes,
exactly.
yeah.
Don't always think everyone's out there to get you either. Like that
And
is not.
not only don't think that, but assume that. Like even in a crazy world that we have right now, you'd be surprised how just operating off the assumption that people aren't out to screw you or, get one over on you is actually really healthy, and you'd be surprised how often it's true, Like I
Yeah.
know that we're really skeptical of people, but you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. You
I
do.
mean, have you ever been around people, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this. Like you're around them for a few hours, and you're just like you're completely drained. You're like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, my energy has just been sucked out, and it's just
Those
like you,
energy suck people for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. You're just trying to be positive, and you just get like all your energy is drained, and all you want to do is just like disconnect and just not talk, basically.
I feel like I feel like this is off right now just because, like, if anybody didn't know, they would think that I'm taller than you, so I'm gonna there we go. That's better. No, 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 sit back, I think we got it. Yeah, there we go.
All
I
right,
think
squirrel.
the world is right.
The world is right now,
Mhm. But yeah,
but
I totally agree with you. That's a huge thing, right? Is when I was in a management position, and I know that you can definitely empathize, but a lot of the time I had to let people know because it's difficult. I get it. It's work and it's easy to get caught up and be in the moment.
this FYI was not related to my work. This was outside of work, by the way.
Fair enough.
No, I'm just gonna let everyone
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that I was outside of work. It
But
wasn't actually work.
a lot of my experience with this, because I actually consider myself pretty good at this, and certainly when I was younger, I wasn't. But,
Mhm.
I think it's one of my better skills to not let things get to me and to give people the benefit of the doubt and try to take the temperature down. Definitely a skill set that I've done well with. But in trying to get other people to do it, I get that it's easy to get caught up in your little world, and who knows, people go home to different circumstances. So maybe they do have kind of a toxic family environment where they're dealing with a lot of that stuff. And so when they come to work, they're operating under the same assumption like people are trying to get me or but it's amazing how you just feel like you can breathe if you can break that mindset and just
Exactly.
give people the benefit of the doubt, and not only that, just speak honestly with people. You don't have to call them out, you don't have to be passive aggressive coming back, but just say, "Hey, you just made that comment," or whatever the case may be, and, just have an honest, open conversation. A lot of times people are, like, shocked by honest conversation, but it really advances things in a positive direction most times.
Oh, sorry guys. Pizza's here.
Yes.
I'm
What
kidding.
kind?
I didn't order pizza. I don't eat pizza anymore.
But it Oh, okay, because 'cause we're big buff guys now.
Yeah, exactly.
If you were getting pizza, what kind would it be?
Straight up pepperoni pizza.
Hell yeah.
Probably honestly from either I'll even say it Romano's or um Paisanos.
Now
Uh,
everybody knows exactly where you live.
That's fine. But, there's it's a chain, so
Oh, man, they know.
that's fine. I don't care at this point.
That's what's up. I like it. I like it. That's the kinda energy we need.
You know what?
Hmm.
You know what? Come visit me.
It's all part of the plan.
Just remember, it's a gated community and limited access.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So, in
Back to
segue
spirit.
yeah, yeah, in segueing, are we still keeping in our topic right now, or are we segueing into something else, or do we
No,
have
let's
another micro area of it?
no, I think that we can continue on with the spirituality and I like the story that you were telling me about, the Dr. K, the Christian and the atheist.
Yeah, so, again, I don't have a problem. I think it's good to share information with, sources with people, even if it might get them to not watch us. But Diary of a CEO is a phenomenal podcast. It's hosted by a British gentleman, and he gets, like, everybody on there now. But if you look up Diary of a CEO, and, I don't know exactly what you wanna type in, maybe just Christian atheist, it'll probably bring it up, but there's 3 gentlemen. Obviously, one is a Christian, one's an atheist, and then there's Dr. K. But it's a very high level, good conversation between people with a lot of different views. And Dr. K is cool because, again, he is more in the psychiatry slash spirituality realm. And so he's tying together all these different things. So, the person that's an atheist is talking about a lot of the things they do for positivity in their life. Again, like meditation or, whatever other things, eating healthy, staying healthy. And the Christian is talking about prayer and all the other things that they do, and he's tying it all together and how these are all really the same thing, right? Like, we know that it's the same type of pathways that we're lighting up in the brain. It's getting you to the same place. And this is what we should be encouraging in society. People don't have to be uniform, but if we want people to be healthy, then we've got to encourage them to find whichever way suits them to get into those positive pathways that keep things
Sure.
going in a good direction. Yeah.
So just like my name is Earl's, do good things and good things happen.
Well, yeah, and look at your situation recently, how you were going through a lot, and you kept in a really positive mindset. You invested in yourself positively, and you're feeling all the rewards of that. And that's
Yes,
wonderful. That's
I
how it should
am
be.
reaping the rewards, and karma's
All
a
right.
real karma's real. I'm just saying.
It
It
really is.
really like that is one concept that I can definitely get on board with is karma.
Yeah.
Um, you put good energy out in the universe, it comes back to you at least tenfold.
Yeah. That's
Um, again, like I said, I'm very shocked on where I am right now by not giving into those negative emotions.
yeah, and I mean, it's cool when you have this life experience, right? Because as kids, when our parents are trying to bring us up and they're doing that thing that all parents do, where they're telling you, like, if you just listen to me, you can avoid so much, but you
No, I
can't. And
um
so when you go through something like this and you have the stones to actually keep it positive and not give in to the easy thing to do, it really reinforces, like, wow, it is so worth it to do the right thing. And that's
well,
cool.
I had someone ask me how do I learn the best?
Mhm.
And I said typically the hard way.
Yeah.
I,
And I can't argue with that. Unfortunately, I've done that a lot in my life, you know?
I want to make it the most challenging way that I can possibly do it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Every time.
Yeah.
I feel like this seems like a good idea. It's a good
No. But you learned. You
idea.
learned. And
I
here
learn
you
all the
are.
time.
And
I'm
look at
here.
us, 2 big wigs on top of the world, just sharing peace and
Exactly.
harmony.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see anything other than a strong community. Um, like, like you said, bring down the temperature in the room. Like, everyone calm down. Not everyone's out to get you,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
but Zen vibes. So,
What do you do for Zen vibes in your life, Sean?
I go to the gym
Okay. And that's great.
because, well, the gym, increases endorphins, your feel good hormones, and um,
And you look like you are feeling very good.
I feel very good. I really do. I feel amazing. I was doing meditation for a little while, and it did help. The problem is I kind of fell away from that because of time constraints and
But if I'm not mistaken, you have substituted some things that would get you to the same place.
basically, yes.
Right.
Yeah, I've definitely, but in positive substitution, so it's not
Right.
really
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
it's not something that's going to be harmful health wise.
But something still in the spiritual realm
Yep,
that's
exactly.
unlocking those pathways, encouraging that positivity
Yep.
community.
I definitely have been a lot more into going to a church. I'm watching it typically on streaming. Corey has seen one of the episodes,
I can vouch for that. Corey has seen one of
and
the episodes.
so I typically watch it every Sunday now,
That's super, super cool.
and it definitely is a positive reinforcement and to the mindset. And this particular church does not really, it's a non-denominational. They're just trying to spread positivity.
And I'd like you to remember that right now you are under oath. When you asked me to watch one of their services, were you or were you not surprised that I in fact did?
I don't recall.
That's funny. You were shocked.
I was shocked that you watched it,
Yeah.
but I'm very proud of you for doing it.
Yeah, and again, with what we're trying to do here, encourage that positivity community coming together. I think it's awesome when people want to share stuff with one another, you know, and you as my friend, you know, telling me like, "Hey, there's this thing that's really positive to me and it's really helping me and, you know, it's good for me." And you want to share that with me. And again, it's
Sure,
not like
sure.
share with me in a way like, "Hey bro, you need to come do this." It was just like, "Hey, check this out. It's pretty cool, right?"
Yeah, check this out. He's got a real,
Yeah.
or the pastor's got a really good message,
Yeah.
and he's actually very entertaining and very charismatic, very
Yeah.
funny as well.
He really is,
And
and I could have that appreciation for it as well. I told you the same thing, and while, you know, church isn't something that I wanna go do, I'm stoked for you that it's a positive vibe for you, and
exactly.
that it's encouraging the same thing that I get, for instance, by doing my gardening in the backyard and spending time with my dogs and being all hippy-dippy and hugging trees, but same deal, but I love that for you, man, and that's
Speaking of hugging trees, I got a pallet of sod. You wanna help
I
me
would
lay it?
love it. Oh god, I would love to lay a pallet of sod. That would be so
Just
good for me right now.
yeah. In case you guys didn't realize, Corey has a slight problem with his back with screws and metal and stuff like that.
But
I
it's
don't even.
getting better. I'm on the mend.
What happens when you go through airport security?
Haven't tried yet.
I
And
think you.
God willing, I never will. I hate flying.
Well, everyone hates flying for the most part.
No, this is going to sound crazy, and what a random aside to get on in this
Yeah.
episode because it's supposed to be all positive. But for me, I get a kick out of it because they're like, yeah, the statistics are so much less. Like, so many less people die in airplanes. Okay, well, there's a lot less airplanes than cars. And I've heard of a lot of people surviving car crashes. In contrast, I haven't heard a lot of people surviving plane crashes.
I have a feeling that somebody's going to disagree with you, and I
Yeah,
hope
and
so.
listen, not only is somebody going to disagree with me, basically everybody's going to disagree with me. And you know what? It might just be that I'm a little whiny girl. I get it. I
So
accept that.
I think they base the statistic on miles traveled,
Sure.
not actually like people moving.
I totally get it. And the thing for me is it's just it seems like out of all the situations that I could be in, you know how like we all have like some dying nightmares?
Yeah.
Mine have always been either drowning or in a freaking airplane that's going down, and you've got like 10 minutes and you know it's happening, and people are like, well, it's just, you know, at least it's going to be quick. Well, okay, but that's going to be like 10 minutes of hell.
No,
So
true that.
that,
But
that's always just been my thing.
honestly, I'm not necessarily afraid to fly, but I have had those messed up dreams
Yeah.
about being on a airplane. That's not.
Well, and I think in our day and age too, it's just crazy because if you're like us, where we like to read a lot, and not that we necessarily read a lot of the same exact stuff, but you know, in recent years, there's obviously been like a lot of crazy stuff and hijackings, and one that really like sits with me. I don't remember if it was. I think it was a French flight, but I don't remember if the co-pilot, like the pilot, got up and had to go to the bathroom,
No,
and
I
the
know
co
exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
and the co-pilot locked him out and then, like, took the plane over the course of I wanna say it was 20 minutes to a half an hour into the mountains, and it's
Yeah.
like, just imagine being on that plane and the pilot, you know, comes out of the stall, and he goes to open the door, can't open it, and he's beating on the door, and everyone's realizing, like, "Whoa, something's off here," like, just by absolute nightmare.
That would be horrific.
Yeah, yeah, and I get it, statistically, super unlikely, but I just don't like playing that game, bro.
No, I'm with you. Um, back back to Dr. K. You got any final thoughts on
Back
there?
to reality.
Back to reality. We scrolled out for a little while. We're gonna
Yeah,
reel it back in.
my final thoughts, basically to sum it up, would again be to encourage community, especially if people are different than you, in the spirit of coming together and trying to find common ground with people. Sure, you might have your religious community, spiritual community, friend community, whatever, but maybe try to get outside of that a little bit and at least be willing to appreciate if others around you are finding the same positivity that you are, albeit in a different way, in a different religion, spirituality, whatever it may be. But appreciate that if they're at least going to be fellow good citizens that would live in peace with you, and they're pursuing that in a similar way, then find some appreciation in that.
Okay.
And I would recommend people, if they get the opportunity, to check out Dr. K and also Diary of a CEO. Super good podcast. Gets a lot of good people on there. Who knows?
Architect of Reality. I mean,
Architect of Reality.
the one that I actually wrote.
Well, I mean, we can put a link to it in the description here for this episode if you're not bashful.
I'm not bashful. I don't care, but
Then we will.
I think that a lot of people get thrown off because it is an AI voice that's narrating it.
Yeah.
I think that's the only downfall for it.
But if anybody is cool with checking it out, that would be awesome. I think the more voices that are contributing positively to, humanity and trying to get us all to live peacefully is a beautiful thing. So whether it be your voice, Dr. K's voice, Diary of a CEO, any other good voices out there that you
It's
can
more like
find.
Mr. Roboto's voice, Domi gato,
Mr. Roboto.
Roboto. It's kind of like that voice.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was that bad.
Nah, I'm sure.
I actually thought that the AI voice that this thing made when we tried to do the mission statement, I had you listen to that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it copied your voice.
It was crazy because it was pretty accurate, but then it got to that point like 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through where it like really started slowing down and over enunciating on some syllables, which was like really random and weird.
Is that still on there?
Well, it's not actually on any of the episodes. Like I have the recording saved, but I never used it for anything because it's weird. T says it
think
really
you-
creeps her out.
I think you should put it on there to creep some people out.
Maybe we will.
All right. Show of hands. Who wants to do it?
All right. Well, 50%.
50-50. So that's leading us into our next topic. So nostalgia can actually boost dopamine, according to a 2020 psychological study.
Mhm.
So back in the day, what was one of your favorite hobbies to do as a child?
This is funny. This is a good question because this brings up a good memory. My nickname when I was a kid.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
no, hold on. We got to have an appropriate Okay. My nickname when I was a kid was Bugby. And the reason it was Bugby is I actually grew up until I was like 10 living out in the woods, which is surprising for all these Floridians who think I'm some New York dude who, doesn't get their way of life. But I grew up out in the woods and I loved collecting like bugs, snakes, like all different sorts of stuff. At one point, my mom even helped me build like it was like a screen cage, so it just had like the wood frame and then we stapled screen around it. And like I had all different sorts of stuff, dude. Like at one point I had like a whole bunch of different like there's garden spiders up there that are really cool that would put a zigzag in the middle of their web. But I had like a whole bunch of those and like so yes, my nickname was Bugby, but as a kid I was just totally into nature, which is carried into my adulthood life. But yeah, that was my big
it's
thing.
good. Well, it's good to be grounded like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about any specific like trending fads, toys, or anything like that that brings up nostalgia while you're?
I was definitely into Ninja Turtles, had quite a collection of Ninja Turtles.
Yes, I believe that I had the same.
Did you really? That's dope.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, no, I never got into the Ghostbusters, and I love Ghostbusters. I remember watching the cartoon, loved the movies. But yeah, for whatever reason, man, Ninja Turtles were my jam. I had the blimp, I had it all, man.
You seem like a Dungeons and Dragon kind of guy.
I was for a little while in my life. I did
I
have
could
some
tell.
Dungeons and Dragons people in my life, and it was pretty cool. Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know what Dungeons and Dragons was until I watched The Big Bang Theory.
That's funny.
I had no idea. I had no idea what it was.
I would be so curious. You don't have a gaming system, do you? It's not really your thing.
You know, I've never been into video games. I do. I've always had a system,
Yeah. I would
but
be
I've
so curious. My dad, so for those of you out there who do not know, my dad, he's actually permanently disabled. He's a mechanic, worked his butt off for years. We share a lot of the same spinal issues, and he kind of waited a little too long to take care of his neck and then had a whole bunch of compounding injuries on top of it. But he's permanently disabled because his neck, ended up so messed up and it affects his arms. But he's been living with chronic lymphatic leukemia for the last, I want to say, 12 to 15 years, and only recently ended up needing treatment. So he's on chemo now. And so I've been dealing with these back issues, having these multiple surgeries. And my dad started chemo. And because I'm dealing with all these issues, have PT, have the surgeries, I haven't been able to get up and see him yet, but I certainly plan on doing it as soon as I can. But what I did is I bought us both a video game that we could play together so that we could, kind of lean on one another and at least be able to check in with one another. And so it's actually a game. It's called Baldur's Gate, and it's based on Dungeons and Dragons. And it's funny because I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons since I was a kid. And I didn't think that I would like Baldur's Gate because it's what they call turn-based. So if like you get into a combat, everything stops and everybody gets like a turn and you have to like pick a skill and you only get so many skills you can use and you can only move so much. And so it slows everything down. And I thought that I would not like that because I grew up in the gamer age where everything moves fast and it's like everybody's jamming on the buttons and doing combos and all this crazy stuff. But it was like refreshing to like slow down and play it this way. And so we've played the game through once now, and now we're actually playing it through on like a harder mode. And it's based on Dungeons and Dragons. It's funny.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
But
don't
that's
get me
another
wrong.
positive thing. We've been
It is.
leaning on each other that way. Yeah.
I mean, I grew up playing Super Nintendo, obviously, and Mario Kart was like
Oh yeah.
my favorite of all times.
Well, all the Marios are just amazing.
And getting into the newer systems like the Switch,
Mhm.
it's just still it's not quite the same as that old school.
Well, like you were saying, it's the nostalgia,
It's the
and
nostalgia.
that's what's kind of funny. Like whenever new movies come out now, like I know you've noticed this, but
Yeah.
like everything is like remakes now,
And they're
or
always worse than the original. It's like you should have just left the
once in
original.
a great while. I'm trying to think. I know that I've seen some recently that have been pretty good additions, but yes, for the most part,
Well,
it
you
sucks.
haven't seen Beetlejuice yet, then.
I have, and yes, I agree with you.
They
Yeah, well, that's the
butchered
thing
that.
is because like, we're the middle class, adults now, and we have the majority of the purchasing power. Everything's geared towards us, and nostalgia definitely sells. So yeah, they're pumping this stuff out like hotcakes, and the majority of it is not great. But once in a while, there are some really good ones.
Yeah.
But obviously, they are so few and far between that none come to mind right now. But I know there's been a
No.
couple.
Yeah, there's a couple, and typically when they do the remakes or they have a sequel, 20, 30 years later, it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It
Yeah.
just it's not exactly the same. You should have just left the original
I
the
got
way
to
it
admit,
was.
I was really disappointed with Beetlejuice because I definitely left that one like, wow, that was just a money grab, totally for nostalgia. Like you can tell they really did not try hard at all.
Yeah. I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was a funny movie, don't get me wrong.
I
But
think
it was
the concept was
yeah,
cool, but like they did not try hard, like with the script, it was, yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
I totally agree.
But just so you know, Dr. K says playfulness and hobbies to embrace lightheartedness.
Yeah.
I
You
did
know,
find that out.
another fun thing for nostalgia, my wife, she was just up in New Jersey where she grew up. To surprise her, well, basically everyone, the only one who knew that she was coming up was her sister. But she executed the surprise flawlessly. But while she was up there, she got to sleep in her childhood bedroom. And although they've repurposed it in a lot of ways, there was some of her stuff like in the top of the closet in the back. And so she brought back some of that stuff. And one of them was like a flawless magazine. I forget which magazine it was, but we were looking through it, and again, the nostalgia, like, it's just crazy. Like, there was a big ad for Bone Thugs and Harmony, the album, I think it was E1999 Eternal, which was where they had the song Crossroads, which was like huge when we were growing up.
Crossroads is a really good song.
Yeah, but so she actually brought the magazine to school to show her students because she teaches high school, and it's just so cool. It's like a snapshot in time. It's wild, but yes, nostalgia is it's cool for sure.
I still have, all my CDs
Mhm.
from, I was like middle school into high school.
Yeah.
I've got stacks of CDs. It's just like,
Do you remember the first CD that you owned or purchased?
yeah, it was Bon Jovi.
Ah, okay.
I can't tell you after what it was after that, but Bon Jovi,
Yeah.
was the first CD that I owned, and I'm gonna say it was probably 92 to 94 time frame, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I remember my first couple. We had, because I remember I grew up in a very small town. We had this store that was like our video rental place. It was called Video Entertainment. And when CD players came about, and they were like a big deal, and I think they were like $100 at the time. I had to do chores and all that and get enough money to get one. And then my first CD was Eagles' Hell Freezes Over, which has Hotel California on it.
Oh, look at you.
I remember that. And then my
Name
second
dropping.
was Hootie and the Blowfish.
That was a good one.
It was.
I
Yeah.
still have Hootie and the Blowfish, the CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have that CD.
That was a good
I was
one.
looking through them the other day. I'm like, man, there's so many good ones. Like,
Yeah.
but now with Apple Music, because I just pay the subscription.
Yeah, and I can tell you, whenever we have people over and the drinks are flowing, we're having a good time, it's only a matter of time before Mrs. Fisher is asking Alexa, don't do anything even though I said it, asking who to play 90s hip-hop.
Speaking of
Or
Alexa,
just a 90s channel in general.
so sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, I'm in the living room and I hear her talking. I'm like, there's someone in my fucking house.
Huh.
I'm like,
You just dropped
oh my gosh, there's someone in my house. I get to grab my freedom dispenser and figure out who's here.
Absolutely, but it was her.
Alexa turned
Don't
on
say it.
her own. Alexa. But she turned on herself and freaked me out. I was
It's
like,
weird.
ooh.
They definitely do some funny stuff sometimes. You know what else does something really weird? We have one of those smart vacs.
Yeah.
And so usually we have to be careful. We can't use it when the parrot is still in the house. For whatever
I can only
reason,
imagine.
the parrot does not like that thing going and bumping around. But the parrot really likes the actual vacuum cleaner if T uses it. Like he fans his tail all out. We call it his girlfriend. Whole different story. But this vacuum randomly, not even every night, but like maybe 1 out of 6 nights, will just leave its docking station, kind of like do a circle. And this is usually like 11 or 12 p.m. and just kind of do a circle and then go back. It's the most random, weird thing.
That's weird.
Just the beginning of the machines taking over. They're doing dry runs. Keep your head on a swivel.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Back to nostalgia. You ever
back to it.
Back to what we were supposed to be
back
on.
away from the killer vacuum cleaners.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like we are headed into Terminator, and the weird thing is that no one seems to care. So yeah, whole nother episode, but they're just like, yep, we got to do it, guys. Sorry, we'll see how it goes.
It's already too late.
Yeah, agreed.
No, I mean it's already too late. So you might as well just
roll with it.
You might as well just hail the robot overlords and just hope that they have mercy on you.
And freedom dispensers.
With
armor-piercing rounds.
With pretty much.
Maybe some with EMP technology. We gotta.
Well, we still need to keep the lights on though.
Yeah, it's a delicate situation.
It is a delicate situation.
Make friends with the robots. People like me, we might even already be on good terms with all the titanium that's in my body. They might look at me and say, "Hey, bro, you want to be on our side?"
Do you ever find yourself when Alexa does something nice, you're like, "Thank you, Alexa"?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you just make sure that, hey, I'm on your side.
But then also, there are times when I say some wildly inappropriate things to Alexa just to see what her response will be.
Yeah,
You've been there. Yeah,
I've
exactly.
been
You've been
there.
there. It'll
I
just
don't
be
know what
random.
you're
You got a couple
I don't know
drinks
what
in
you're
you, and you're
talking
like, "I wanna
about.
see how this goes."
It usually doesn't take drinks to
Okay. Yeah,
just
no,
see
I
where it
mean,
goes.
to be fair, I've done that too. Yeah.
Um,
Curious minds.
but back to nostalgia, how about you? Did you have Pogs when you were younger?
Yes. Yep. It's funny, we were actually talking about this in physical therapy the other day.
Because I found those the other day too.
That's funny. No, I definitely do not have any laying around, but in physical therapy the other day, we got in the same thing. We were talking about nostalgia. I think it's because of the playlist that one of them put on. But yeah, somebody brought up Pogs, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have not thought about those in a while." And
We
how
had a
random.
Yeah, we had a nuclear slammer, the big rubber
Mhm.
slammer.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm taking all your Pogs.
Or like, yeah, you remember like the magic cards? It's like a similar thing where like you play other people, but then you like get their cards if you win. Like it's so
All right, D&D, calm
I know.
down.
Actually, I never actually got into the magic card thing. My sister
I've
had a boyfriend that did. He was like big into it.
never had magic cards, never
Yeah, I'm
had
not a nerd,
Pokemon.
bro.
I'm not entirely sure. You were playing Dungeons and
No,
Dragons.
I'm definitely a nerd. Yeah, no, you got me.
Uh, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, I've had gaming systems my entire life, but I would always choose going fishing or
Yeah,
going
no.
hunting or something like that over playing video
This
games.
winter, I challenge you to try Baldur's Gate 3 with my dad and I.
This winter, I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah. But no, you can challenge me to some stuff, but I challenge you to play Baldur's Gate.
We're gonna go out to the gun range. We'll
Mhm.
set targets up at 300 yards,
Okay.
and let's see how many you can put in center mass.
Okay. That actually sounds like a phenomenal time. So
I mean, that does
sign me
sound
up.
pretty fun. Let's do
Sign me
that.
up.
Your 22 might not make it that far
No,
though.
no, I'm definitely gonna need an AR for that. Yep. That's gonna be definitely an AR situation. But that
Speaking
sounds amazing. I'm down.
speaking of nostalgia, though, I remember I was about 6 or 7 years old and got my first Red Ryder BB gun, and I probably went through a ton, 2,000 pounds of BBs,
Yeah.
for that few years. Anything that moved got shot. Anything that didn't move got shot.
Wow. So you were
Yeah.
like a serial killer at this point in your life.
I mean,
It
I
really
don't know
could have
about that.
it really could have broke
It could have
it
went
could have
both
broken a
ways.
different way. Like right now we could be recounting like, yeah, that was the sign. Those were the
That
beginning
was the
signs.
sign. I'm
You didn't do
I
anything like sexual to any of
no.
no.
I actually feel like I'm too level-headed and calm, and I would actually feel really bad to harm another human. So I don't think that that's my personality.
Yeah, no, I would agree. You don't seem like that guy.
Um, but anyways, I I grew up I grew up with that. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
that's nostalgia to me, being outside.
yeah,
Red Ryder BB gun, the Quicksilver BB gun, the pellet guns,
yeah.
20 upgrading 22,
This is
you
sounding
know.
really southern.
It is
You
southern.
know what's
I'm from the
nostalgia to
South.
me?
I'm from the South.
I know, but it's just funny because it's like a caricature. This is like exactly
Just
like
because I don't have an accent doesn't mean I didn't
I know.
enjoy participating in
But
all the fun stuff.
what's funny is like sometimes when the stereotype does hold up, you know, and again,
Yeah.
you can't stereotype all Southern people. But just for like my friends back home that live in upstate New York, and again, a lot of them are firearm owners, but for the ones that aren't, they're like, oh yeah, no, that sounds Southern. You know what sounds real good to me and what sounds like nostalgia? I remember my pellet gun, my BB gun, my 22.
Yeah, right. The gaming systems were just secondary. That was what we did at night.
Yeah, no, I definitely had a BB gun, which I used a lot more when we lived out in the country. When we moved into town when I was like 10, a lot less of that stuff. Then it was more like basketball was huge in my town. The courts were right next to my house too, so we would all be over there all the time.
Then when we grew up a little, we got into four-wheelers and then racing four-wheelers and
Yeah,
hurting ourselves on four-wheelers and jumping things with four-wheelers.
that sounds about right. A lot of people that lived in the country where I came from did the same.
um, I definitely got
Snowmobiles were big for us. I don't think that was big for you down here.
no.
Yeah,
Jet ski,
snowmobiles was a big thing.
jet skis and ATVs.
And I gotta say I prefer those.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the
Although
snow.
snowmobiles are fun.
I don't know much about a snowmobile. Um,
I mean, you do,
I
right?
mean, I know what it
It's not a
is.
difficult concept.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but
Yeah.
we don't get a whole lot of snow down here.
Yeah. But I mean,
Uh,
it's essentially the same as a jet ski
You know,
on snow.
you buy a snowmobile in Florida. I mean, you might be able to use it once every 10 years or so
Yeah.
for a
I
day.
still don't think you. Yeah, I mean,
I
you
don't
gotta
even
like
think you
have
get.
some snow. You know, like some
I,
packable snow. And I've only
yeah,
seen like dustings here.
I don't know what it requires to operate. I have seen the ones where the snowmobiles are out on the lakes.
Hmm.
Like, it looks almost like a jet ski. They get going so fast. They're actually on the water.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
You
I mean, it's probably
check out some of
probably
those
frowned
YouTube
upon.
videos.
I will check out those YouTube videos. That definitely
Uh,
sounds like some southern stuff.
no, that's definitely not a southern thing. It's literally up north. Like
Oh,
on frozen lakes, they're like
fine.
skipping across the water.
So that's my people. Shit.
That's your people. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Listen, both sides have fun stuff that they can do.
they
I
do.
mean, I
They
get it.
do. No, that's listen. That is fun. When you take
Yeah,
something and use it the absolute wrong way and make a good video out of it, bravo.
exactly.
You know, like quails on cocaine and how that affects their mating habits.
That's it. I mean, but it's Japanese
I
quails.
got to
It's
tell
not even
you,
quails in
without
general.
doing the research, I'm pretty sure I know how it affects their mating habits.
Does it affect them like rabbits?
Yeah. It's an upper. I think we
It's an
can.
upper.
I think we can see where this goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
But hey, bravo on them for getting the grant and doing all the work.
Wow. Question asked. Funniest retro hobby that you can think of?
Retro hobby. Isn't that what we just did?
Yeah, well, the funniest one.
The funniest one.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to be something that you did. It's just saying,
You're gonna oh funniest.
Tamagotchi, yo-yo, bedazzle.
Well, I was gonna say yo-yo.
Just so you know, in 2025, there's a surge in bedazzling right now.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But you like, dude, even I would have fun, but dude, like you imagine just one scrub top. Come on, it would be fun.
A bedazzled scruff top.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Br-
Um,
We're doing it. We are doing it.
you know what?
We're
Whatever.
bedazzling a scrub top.
Just the logo, though.
That seems difficult. I was thinking names. Like a jersey on the back. How funny would that be?
That would be amazing.
Come on.
Done.
Yes. See?
Done.
See? Amazing. Yeah.
Mm,
All right.
Okay, I understand why it's surging right now.
I mean, it's one of those things where it sounds like funny and stupid, but like if you had one in your hand and you had an item of clothing you didn't really care about, you could see how that could get real fun.
I'm gonna say out loud right now, the first person that comments on this video
Uh-huh.
gets a bedazzled Enlightened Normal Dudes t-shirt.
Yes. Yes.
It's the first person to comment.
I like it.
All right. It doesn't matter what you say. Bonus points if it's about Corey's mom.
What are you going to bedazzle into it?
The logo.
You're going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to get the shirt printed and then just go right over top of the
But that's amazing because
logo.
I'm going to video that. We're going to do like a time. We're going to do a time lapse of you bedazzling the logo.
Where do you get bedazzles from? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
All
probably.
right, I'm rewinding it. First person to tell me where I can get bedazzles from gets a bedazzled t-shirt.
I'm pretty sure you can get a bedazzler on Amazon.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure you can get anything on Amazon.
I'm not entirely sure because
After the whole Diddy thing, just out of curiosity, I looked up like how much lube you could buy at once on Amazon, and it was like a shocking amount. Like you could legit get like drums of it.
it's a little odd. Well, it's probably from all the returns.
So you think that they take the returns and like squeeze them out into a drum?
Maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. But
But, like, you remember the slap bracelets? That was a weird one. The yo-yos is funny. Did you have, like, a yo-yo time in, like, your high school where, like, they were,
Lit
like, everywhere?
um, we didn't necessarily have it in our high school, but I remember the commercials, and you remember they had an entire TV show called The Yo-Yo Man.
I really don't remember
Like,
that.
the guy it was like 30 minutes of a guy playing with a yo-yo.
But I do remember when, like, the competitions were huge, and those would be on TV all the time. Remember those at
Yeah,
all?
I do
But,
remember that.
I don't remember if it was middle school or high school, but yo-yos, there was definitely a time when it was, like, big in our school, and it was like, "Oh, wow, I've got this one and this one," and
How old were you with the slap braces? How old were you when you figured out that they were actually tape measures wrapped in cloth?
that could slice your arteries.
Yes, that could slice
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
arteries.
once that isn't it funny that, like, that's where total sidebar, but, like, when you're thinking about capitalism, like, dude, they made a lot of money with a super dangerous product, like, so dangerous, and it was funny because they were around for, like, I mean, I don't remember because it's, like, such a vague memory, but, I mean, I feel like they were at least around, like, a year before they were like, "Oh, wow, these are really dangerous."
I mean, I remember being really young when those were out. I mean,
Yeah, I
probably
don't
in I think I was in elementary school when those were out.
something like that, maybe even, like, just beginning middle school, I don't know, like, how they broke yours up, like, we had, like, kindergarten through 5th in the same building, then 6th through 8th in middle school.
That was exactly
Yeah.
how that was broke up down here. I don't know. I don't think it's like that anymore. I think it is all one big blob now, except for high school.
Yeah, my wife's a teacher, and I have no idea.
Well, you maybe start
She
listening to her when
teaches
she
kids.
talks.
She teaches
Yeah.
kids, they're older.
Yeah, I know, but maybe start listening to her whenever you're.
One had a firearm in her class a couple weeks ago, so that was cool.
He got caught though, so it's cool.
The next day, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole
uh,
episode eventually, but yeah.
that is an episode. Gun control and birth control.
You know what? I don't even gun control for adults, whole different thing, but how schools in a day and age with the proliferation of weapons that we have don't have universal metal detectors is beyond me. Absolutely insane. That's
I
all I'm
think
saying.
that they do the threat assessment to see, whether it's a probability. It's got to be based on location and history. That would be my guess anyway.
And maybe that worked 10 years ago, but in today's day and age, I just don't think it cuts it, man. I think metal detectors are a reasonable enough cost. I mean, I'm sure they're 10,000, 20,000. I don't know. But for a school budget, for safety, seems like a no-brainer. But totally off topic.
And that is definitely off
But yeah,
topic. That's for
slap
another
bracelets,
debate.
yo-yos.
I wasn't around, but I heard lawn darts were really fun.
We didn't I don't think I mean, I think they were around, but not like huge
But
where
they
I was.
were literally like big versions of darts,
You know what's funny?
huge metal spikes, and people were like getting impaled by them.
You know what I did not see growing up was cornhole, which is huge down here, and it's fun as heck because you can, obviously easy to play, easy to put in your garage, whatever, and it's a lot of fun. But
Quick
just don't see it all.
question though.
Yeah,
When I played
horseshoes was
cornhole,
big up there.
hey, whenever we played cornhole,
Hmm.
who won? Who
Don't
won?
remember. Don't remember.
Yeah, I don't recall. You don't recall?
I do not recall.
I'm pretty sure I beat the crap out of you.
My counsel on advice from my counsel, I am pleading the fifth.
Okay. Well, I'm not even entirely sure
I
that you.
cannot say that
I,
I have not been to the island. I cannot say that I have not seen the island, but on advice from my counsel, I'm invoking my 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 47th Amendment.
I'm not even entirely sure you got to throw the bags when I played you. I was just like,
Yeah. No,
sit.
listen, all joking aside, you're really good at cornhole. Yeah. No, you should be proud.
uh,
And apparently you are.
I am very proud of that one.
Yeah,
That's
you are.
literally the only skill that I have in my life.
But in the future, I would definitely like to hone that skill and give you a run for your money eventually. Maybe.
Okay. Super Bowl Sunday, buddy.
Okay. You having a party?
Cornhole tournament.
Okay.
Well, That's what we do in the neighborhood.
Sounds good.
Super Bowl Sunday. Hopefully your back's
My back is fine.
100%.
I'm ready to go, bro.
Man, I don't want you throwing your back out throwing a beanbag.
Nah, bro. I'm good.
All right, cool. Um, let's see what else we got going on tonight. Yeah, I don't really want to get into that one because that one's kind of crazy.
What is it? Just out of curiosity.
Subscription boxes. The big craze about subscription boxes.
Yeah, and just to tie that in real quick, and we don't have to spend too much time on it, but that's what happened to the audio. Is there's a lot of platforms where you can post your podcast and it'll put it on like Apple Music, Spotify, other places, and it's free. And somebody with a very majestic beard accidentally picked one of the ones that then had a subscription afterwards, which no reason to do that if you don't have to, right? Got to watch every
No.
every penny in this economy. So yeah,
Well, yeah, the subscriptions are getting out of hand. I mean,
they are, and the crappy part is like they're not very forthcoming at the beginning. It's always like it's funny because they'll, especially when you buy apps, right? They'll always say in-app purchases, right? It always says that when you get the app. So that there are some things that can be purchased. You don't know what they are. You don't know if you have to pay for it weekly. You don't know if there's just like individual things that you pay as you go.
if you
It'll
want
just
to
say
unlock
in-app
the
purchases. Yeah.
super premium
Mhm.
extra bonus features, then it's an extra $3 a week.
Yeah. And so yeah, it would be nice if they were at least just explicit when you began using whatever you're using. But
I remember back in my day when you bought software, you owned the software for life.
it's a different world.
And I mean, you can't even buy like Word or Excel
Well, yeah,
without a subscription now.
because they all got hacked, and so now what they do is they make you use a cloud version of it so that they can capture revenue. They're not like the worst for that, but what are you gonna
Eh,
do?
what can you do?
What are you gonna do?
But there's a subscription for everything. You
There
know,
is.
you can get clothes sent to you every month. You
Yeah.
can get food sent to you every month, and
I actually had to subscribe to my wife for life.
mm,
Yeah.
that lady though is a saint for
Yeah,
dealing
no,
with you.
listen, best subscription,
So
subscription I ever made.
so whatever you're paying for her,
It's a lot.
I hope is auto deducted because you just keep paying for it.
Listen, I would pay any amount.
Um,
I wish I had some Bryan Adams to throw on as a sound effect right now because I would.
what? Yeah, where are the songs at? Well, no, don't put songs on. Those have royalties.
They do. But I do have. Hey, did this finally put this in alphabetical order? Hey, that's fun. It wasn't before. Man, I gotta get it together. This would be an example of the wrong music to play while talking about how much I love my wife and how much of a subscription I'd be willing to pay for her. Yeah, that's the wrong vibe.
How is she into that?
I mean, she definitely like we've both in recent years gotten into like October and like watching creepy stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, she's into creepy stuff, but she probably wouldn't appreciate me talking about how much I love her and how much I'd be willing to pay for a subscription while also playing creepy
That's
music.
that was not really creepy music. That was Harry Potter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's creepy without looking at little wizard kids.
Yeah,
This
I
is more
guess.
the right thing. No, never mind. That's dramatic music. That's the wrong vibe too. Maybe it's this one?
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets
No,
the
that's
hose
not it.
again.
Nah, you did that last time. That's played out, man.
Silence, whippersnapper!
All right, I'm done.
Closing it out, power of laughter and gratitude. Just gotta always laugh at yourself.
Well,
I'm
that
sure
and
Corey
like
does it a lot.
every day, all joking aside, think and keep top of mind the things that you were thankful for. It's so easy to think about the things that you don't have, or whether you wish you had a bigger house or more land or this or that or the other thing, but don't ruminate on things. Celebrate the things that you have in your life that make you happy. This is one of the best lessons that I've learned, especially as somebody that at 43 years old has had to have, I don't know, 5 or 6 spinal surgeries. When I finally realized, A, we're all getting old and we're losing different functions and the ability to do different things anyways. And maybe I'm having a little bit more of that than other people. But there's so much in my life that I'm thankful for. I love my wife to
They
death,
make pills for that.
and I'm thankful for that as well.
Okay, I was just making sure you knew.
I appreciate that. But yeah,
No
I
problem.
absolutely, what I'm really lucky for more than anything, I am one of those people that is super blessed to just be in an amazing marriage where I love my wife to death and we are each other's best friends. And every day I'm thankful for that. I don't get caught up in the functions that I've lost. Not that one, Sean. But, not being able, like, I can't go shoot hoops anymore, just because I've had so many fusions in my lower back. It's just not a good idea. But that's okay because I can still go on walks and appreciate time with my wife and still go back to work. And, there's just so much I can do. And you have to be thankful for what you can do because we're all losing stuff. That's life. That's entropy, right? Everything's breaking down. And there's actually beauty in that.
No, I'm with you. I was always the guy. I just want to hustle, hustle, hustle. I want to acquire all the things, everything that I want. I want to acquire it.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but in the past probably 7, 8 years, I'm just like, I just want a comfortable place to live. I just want somebody by my side, which I'm working on. Um, I just want
Okay.
what are you doing to me?
Here's another guy.
I just want to live in peace.
Here's another guy I'm thankful for. This is my right hand man. This is Chewy. His nickname is Shirani. Say hi, Chewy. But again, just being thankful for whatever you have in your life. Like, this is my guy right here, man. This guy brings me a ton of joy, along with our other 2 dogs, our cat, our parrot. I mean, you can have such a beautiful life if you just find gratitude.
Yeah, being thankful for what you have for sure.
This guy has been here for every podcast. He just chills behind me on my wife's yoga mat, which she keeps in our office. Always here.
He's always watching. I
He
like
is.
it.
He is, man. He's part of the team. You do good work, Chiron.
Is he part of the barking club?
He'll get in on it if the other ones do. Ziggy's really the one who runs that show. But Chewy's my right hand man. He will legit follow me all around the house. It's hilarious.
So, gratitude and laughter lowers cortisol by 30% and boosts immunity and heart health.
Yeah. Do you like
That's
stand-up
crazy.
comedy?
No, I like to be sitting down when I'm being funny.
Ah, oh man, when is your show coming out?
It's out. We're doing it right now.
Oh snap. But yeah, I love stand-up comedy, man. I just love to laugh. And the cool thing is in this day and age, Netflix, they have done so much with, propping up all these cool different voices. And so you can find some kind of voice that resonates with you. And there's so much good media out there, but even friends, your funny friends or people that know how to live in gratitude and positivity, keep around them. But that's a huge part of life, man.
No, it really is. Just always focusing on again what you have. You should actually be thankful every day on what you have and not focusing on what you don't have. Um,
Yeah. And of course,
it-
it's okay to have things that you want and that you want to work
yeah,
towards and
but
have a
you also
plan.
gotta remember that your time is actually more valuable than any asset or anything because what you came into this world with is what you're going to be leaving this world
Yeah.
with. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just how comfortable you are during
Yeah.
the
And
journey.
it's funny that you say that because that was like the biggest thing when I left the job where I was managing was just that I realized that my time was everything. And so while I was making really good money and I got to do a lot of cool things, at the end of the day, again, because I love my wife to death, like that is what I'm here for. It was so worth going to a job where I work 3 days a week versus 5 days a week because I just want to spend time with her and I want to be home and I want to spend time with our dogs and I want to be able to do projects in my house and just be present.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Um, I've been able to not or been able to stick around the house a little more, and I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
I've realized that I don't always have to continue or constantly be doing something
Yeah. Yeah.
to be happy. Like, it is nice just being,
Absolutely. Yeah. And
just being.
sometimes, especially, you're a hard worker, man. So like, you do a phenomenal job at work. But, it's a lot, and so sometimes just being home and just letting your mind wander, sitting on your couch, just appreciating, like, the good vibes that you've put into your house and how it looks and being in it and just letting your mind chill, you know?
But I was also, I had an epiphany. It was more of, I'm paying all this money to live in a house
Mhm.
and I'm never home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, like,
It's funny you say that because that's something I told T years ago. I was like, "When I buy a house, like, that's my castle. Like, that's where I wanna be. Like, what is the point of spending a whole bunch of money on a mortgage?" And, you're constantly like, "Oh, what are we gonna do this weekend? Where are the places that we're going?" Like, I wanna be home, bro.
well, it's the same thing with cable. I have cable now again
Yeah.
because you can't watch football games without having cable. I mean, go figure.
What are you doing? Mm.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that, but anyways, I have cable and you're paying all this money for cable and I watch 2 hours a week of it. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. But
S
but
s
again, that's really meaningful time, you know?
Yeah, it's meaningful though. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes
because 'cause
it's
you've got
worth
good
it.
company and yeah,
Exactly. The company's the best, and they know who I'm talking about.
they
Yeah, all of them. Yeah,
God bless.
it's a family thing.
Oh, okay, whoa. That took a turn.
That took a turn for the worse.
But yeah, I just again, living in gratitude and this is everything that I wanna do with this is encouraging positivity and getting people to express the things that make them happy and share that with us and other people so that other people, can find, happiness. We all have different wants, needs, whatever, but there's a big beautiful world out there and you'd be surprised all the simple things that can just make your life feel like you're on top of the world.
So, getting back to happiness too,
Bro, I was talking about
s
happiness.
I don't know, but getting back to where I'm coming from with happiness,
Can you hear Chewy licking my hand? Like, does that show up in the mic?
I did I did not know that he was licking your hand.
Is it weird that I'm not wearing pants?
Yes. It's also weird that you're wearing that shirt, but whatever.
Why? We're talking about happiness and spirituality. I'm vibing, bro.
But, when you're sad,
Mhm.
what I learned, go to the gym. When you're happy, go to the gym.
Okay,
When
then.
you're tired, go to the gym.
So
When you're
routine,
angry, go to the gym.
but routine.
Routine, yeah.
Yeah,
When you get that routine,
but that's helped you to regulate.
you regulate and you sleep better at night and the anxiety goes away, your cortisol levels go away, and I almost think it's one of the best therapies you can do for yourself if you truly want to be happy. Just go to the gym.
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you that you look like your cortisol levels are much better.
Well, that's also the other,
Mm.
performance enhancing stuff that lowers cortisol.
Yeah, hopefully they don't, do like a drug test and pop you for PEDs.
Not even close.
Oh, you got
I
a
don't even
Are you saying you have a corked bat?
I have a cork bat. Um, I go to the gym. I hit the 3, 4 pound dumbbells. I look swole.
That's what's up, man. High reps.
Yeah.
High
High
reps.
reps. I do like 1,000 reps.
Dude, I like to do 1,000 reps of 1 pound. I'm really going for tone.
I'm trying to tone. I'm not trying to bulk.
You're not carb loading at all, are you?
I'm in my bulk phase.
I mean, I remember that. I
You
remember that.
remember that?
I do. I do. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you are.
I know exactly where that reference is coming from.
Dude, put the donut down. You're not in your bulk phase.
That's such like a great thing to say though when you're eating
Yeah.
crap and
Yeah.
somebody like calls you out. You're like, bro, I'm in my bulk phase. You know,
I'm in my unbulk phase right now.
that's what's up.
Uh, so what's your final thoughts on this one?
Everyone, go out and have a beautiful weekend. Touch some grass. Go to a church. Go to a mosque. Go to a synagogue. Whatever your flavor of spirituality,
Put your earbuds in and meditate.
whatever it is, do that. Be grateful. Be happy with what you have. Set goals and, plans on how you're going to get the things that you want, but be happy with what you have and be grateful.
Be grateful. You have such a calming voice.
Thank you. You know what's funny is in watching this though, I think your voice is better. I really dig your voice for podcasting. It really works.
I hate my voice just like everyone else does.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like, because I hate mine too. I'm like, oh, I sound weird. So you feel the same
Yeah,
way about yours?
I feel exactly the
Because the
same
funny
way.
thing is, like, I listen to your voice and I'm like, man, his voice sounds really good.
Well, but to me, it sounds horrible.
Interesting.
So,
I really didn't know that. I didn't know that most
Yeah.
people hate their own voice.
Most people don't like watching themselves or hearing
Oh
themselves.
no, I
speak.
love looking at myself. Absolutely. I should probably center myself. But I got Shirani here. I got a lot going on. I
So
know,
what
buddy.
other cool sound effects you got going on over there, so we can have
Yeah,
a sneak peek of the next go round?
Let's close it out with some. I mean, there's some that like I think would be funny, but
You ever seen a grown man naked?
okay.
Every
Mm,
day.
What else? I mean, it's funny because I really went out of my way to download a lot of these, but I've forgotten what some of them are. And
You
so
might want to name them.
it's like, well, I did, but like I tried to like do, I don't know, shorthand, because I didn't
Sure.
want to spell it all out. But some of them I mean,
Well, how'd that get? How far that get
I mean,
you?
we've got the Family Feud buzzer. Who's that?
That's gonna be really good when we have guests on. Be like, you get 3 of those, and I'm cutting you off.
Bryce is Right loser. That could actually come in really handy.
That will be a good one.
This one I'm real curious. I'm going to press it.
As to swimming with bow-legged women.
Swimming with bow-legged women.
Well, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll figure out a name for it because I don't think we're there yet. Hey, I don't think we're there yet.
Yes, that's how you name stuff right there.
Yeah, that's how you name
I
stuff.
love it.
First
Organically.
Organic thought that came to mind.
The universe provides.
Exactly.
I dig it.
Again, if you enjoyed us, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and
be part of a conversation. Please comment. If anybody wants us to cover a particular topic, happy to do that. Happy to have conversations with people. Happy to have people on. All of it.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking for volunteers. I mean, I'm sure we have plenty, but
how funny would it be to do one episode where like we're both like come over to this side? No, the other side. Like just to mess with people. Like that's
hey, let's
weird.
just look at each other like this.
Oh man. Hey. And just talk to each other like
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
All right, guys.
All right, bro.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, bro.
Good night.